The Path of Purification, Visuddhimagga, or Bhadantācariya Buddhaghosa, published by Buddhist Publication Society, Kandy, Sri Lanka. Part 2. Concentration, Samadhi.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Chapter 3. Taking a meditation subject. Extracts, passage 74 to 86. Now as to the words, one that suits his temperament. There are 6 kinds of temperament. That is greedy temperament, hating temperament, deluded temperament, faithful temperament, intelligent temperament, and speculative temperament. Some would have 14. Taking these 6 single ones together with the 4 made up of the 3 double combinations and 1 triple combination with a greed triad and likewise with a faith triad. But if this classification is admitted, there are many more kinds of temperament possible by combining greed, etc. with faith, etc. Therefore, the kinds of temperament should be understood briefly as only 6. As to meaning, the temperaments are 1, that is to say, personal nature, idiosyncrasy. According to these, there are only 6 types of persons, that is, 1 of greedy temperament, 1 of hating temperament, 1 of deluded temperament, 1 of faithful temperament, 1 of intelligent temperament, and 1 of speculative temperament. Herein, 1 of faithful temperament is parallel to 1 of greedy temperament, because faith is strong. When profitable karma occurs in 1 of greedy temperament, owing to its special qualities being near to those of greed. For in an unprofitable way, greed is affectionate and not over austere. And so, in a profitable way, is faith. Greed seeks out sense desires as object, while faith seeks out the special qualities of virtue, and so on. And greed does not give up what is harmful, while faith does not give up what is beneficial. 1 of intelligent temperament is parallel to 1 of hating temperament, because understanding is strong when profitable karma occurs in 1 of hating temperament, owing to its special qualities being near to those of hate. For in an unprofitable way, hate is disaffected and does not hold to its object, and so in a profitable way is understanding. Hate seeks out only unreal faults, while understanding seeks out only real faults. And hate occurs in the mode of condemning living beings, while understanding occurs in the mode of condemning formations. 1 of speculative temperament is parallel to 1 of deluded temperament, because obstructive applied thoughts arise often in 1 of deluded temperament, who is striving to arouse unarisen profitable states, owing to their special qualities being near to those of delusion. For just as delusion is restless, owing to perplexity, so are applied thoughts that are due to thinking over various aspects. And just as delusion vacillates owing to superficiality, so do applied thoughts that are due to facile conjecturing. Others say that there are 3 more kinds of temperament, with craving, pride, and views. Herein, craving is simply greed, and pride is associated with that, so neither of them exceeds greed. And since views have their source in delusion, the temperament of views falls within the deluded temperament. What is the source of these temperaments, and how is it to be known that such a person is of greedy temperament, that such a person is of one of those beginning with hating temperament? What suits one of what kind of temperament? Herein, as some say, the first three kinds of temperament to begin with have their source in previous habit, and they have their source in elements and humours. Apparently, one of greedy temperament has formerly had plenty of desirable tasks and gratifying work to do, or has reappeared here after dying in a heaven. And one of hating temperament has formerly had plenty of stabbing and torturing and brutal work to do, or has reappeared here after dying in one of the hells or the Naga serpent existences. And one of deluded temperament has formerly drunk a lot of intoxicants and neglected learning and questioning, or has reappeared here after dying in the animal existence. It is in this way that they have their source in previous habit, they say. Then a person is of deluded temperament because two elements are prominent, that is to say, the earth element and the water element. He is of hating temperament because the other two elements are prominent, but he is of greedy temperament because all four are equal. And as regards to the humours, one of greedy temperament has phlegm in excess, and one of deluded temperament has wind in excess. Or one of deluded temperament has phlegm in excess, and one of greedy temperament has wind in excess. So they have their source in the elements and the humours, they say. Now it can rightly be objected that not all of those who have had plenty of desirable tasks and gratifying work to do, and who have reappeared here after dying in a heaven, are of greedy temperament, or the others respectively of hating and deluded temperament. And there is no such law of prominence of elements as that exerted, and only the pair, greed and delusion, are given in the law of humours, and even that subsequently contradicts itself. And no source for even one among those beginning with one of faithful temperament is given. Consequently, this definition is indecisive. The following is the exposition according to the opinion of the teachers of the commentaries, or this is said in the explanation of prominence, the fact that these beings have prominence of greed, prominence of hate, prominence of delusion, is governed by previous root cause. For when in a man, at the moment of his accumulating rebirth-producing karma, greed is strong and non-greed is weak, non-hate and non-delusion are strong, and hate and delusion are weak, then his weak non-greed is unable to prevail over his greed, but his non-hate and non-delusion being strong are able to prevail over his hate and delusion. That is why, on being reborn through rebirth linking given by that karma, he has greed, is good-natured and unangry, and possesses understanding with knowledge like a lightning flash. When at the moment of another's accumulating karma, greed and hate are strong, and non-greed and non-hate weak, and non-delusion is strong, and delusion weak, then in the way already stated, he has both greed and hate, but possesses understanding with knowledge like a lightning flash, like the elder Datta Abhaya. When at the moment of his accumulating karma, greed, non-hate, and delusion are strong, and the others are weak, then in the way already stated, he both has greed and is dull, but is good-tempered and unangry, like the elder Bahula. Likewise, when at the moment of his accumulating karma, the three, namely greed, hate, and delusion, are strong, and non-greed, etc., are weak, then in the way already stated, he has both greed and hate, and is deluded. When at the moment of his accumulating karma, non-greed, hate, and delusion are strong, and the others are weak, then in the way already stated, he has little defilement, and is unshakable even on seeing a heavenly object, but he has hate and is slow in understanding. When at the moment of his accumulating karma, non-greed, non-hate, non-delusion are strong, and the rest weak, then in the way already stated, he has no greed and no hate, and is good-tempered but slow in understanding. Likewise, when at the moment of his accumulating karma, non-greed, hate, and non-delusion are strong, and the rest weak, then in the way already stated, he both has no greed and possesses understanding, but has hate, and is irascible. Likewise, when at the moment of his accumulating karma, the three, that is, non-hate, non-greed, and non-delusion are strong, and greed, etc., are weak, then in the way already stated, he has no greed and no hate, and possesses understanding, like the elder Maha Sangharakkhita. One who, as it is said here, has greed is one of greedy temperament. One who has hate and one who is dull are respectively of hating temperament and deluded temperament. One who possesses understanding is one of intelligent temperament. One who has no greed and one who has no hate are of faithful temperament because they are naturally trustful. Or just as one who is reborn through karma accompanied by non-delusion is of intelligent temperament. So one who is reborn through karma accompanied by strong faith is of faithful temperament. One who is reborn through karma accompanied by thoughts of sense desire is of speculative temperament, and one who is reborn through karma accompanied by mixed greed, etc., is of mixed temperament. So it is the karma productive of rebirth linking and accompanied by someone among the things beginning with greed that should be understood as a source of the temperaments.